Hello, Ricky video. Today we're going to take a look at a team that seems to be a Master League Premier team here, but it's actually for the Open Master League, which shouldn't really bother you anyway because all Pokemon are non-legendary. All Pokemon are at least pretty okayish to get. Snorlax most likely again the most difficult of them all. This is a team that I showcased prior already around, I don't know, like last season or something. And I had so much fun with that, so I kind of wanted to try it out again. And honestly, this team still works out so well. I went 11-4 with this team, and I think I lost like one game or something to lag as well. So, this team still works out so well in the Master League. Like Open Master League, as you can see here, Kyogre against us. We don't have a legendary on our team, but this team would not really work too well, I would say, in the Master League Premier Cup. Because this team is very weak against something like the Gyarados, for example. The Beware doesn't really have a lot of Pokemon that can beat in the Master League Premier Cup. While the Open Master League is, especially since the last Halloween event, filled with all the Giratina origins everywhere. All the Giratina Altals, all those Pokemon that you can completely wall if you're a normal type. Because this meta is completely, I don't know, oblivious about like normal types in the meta, which is wild. As we see here now, the Dialga gonna get super powered by our Beware. We can say goodbye to that one as well, and we will be able to win this game. Next opponent, Dragonite in the lead. This is going to be an interesting one. I think I saw also some teams that were also without any legendaries, which was interesting. Here we see a Metagross, which is a little bit of an awkward matchup for me. I will be able to take this first move. It's going to be an Earthquake, which doesn't make sense. Earthquake does the exact same damage, I think, as far as I know, than the Media Mash. So, like, it doesn't really make any sense to go for Earthquake here, other than you like to waste energy. Yeah, my opponent definitely does like to waste energy, but what we can do here now is we're going to be able to just farm them all the way down. I'm going to shield up, I think, twice now, but I don't really care too much because, yeah, like having a Metagross here with basically 100 energy against you is something that usually people don't really want to see. We see the Dragonite coming back in here. I can overfarm afterwards as well. I don't have to throw immediately. We see the Excadrill coming in, and I'm going to catch this move just so I can get some use out of my Beware. Beware can take one move at least. Beware cannot take a second move. We're going to see Impita here with my opponent, which means we can get some extra energy again. Going to farm up to 100, and I will be able to go for an Earthquake here, knock out the opponent, and I still have enough energy to get to another charge move against this XL Dragonite here, and knocking them out. Goodbye there. Next opponent coming in here, let's see what we're going to have there. Next opponent going to have Metagross against Giratina. Here is the Giratina we want to take a look at. Usually I go up to like the Media Mash and then try to swap, or like one before and then try to swap. But this time around, sadly, my opponent didn't want to throw that charge move. Still fine because I still have another opportunity in the back to swap into a normal type, so that's fine. We see the Play-Rough coming through. They don't want to go for the close combat immediately, allowing us still to go for some Body Slam damage against them, which is nice. As we have now 2 Body Slams stored, which would allow us to at least get a shield from the opponent, which is cool. And they can basically overfarm now, but what I will be able to do here is to get just a shield advantage, which is going to be very nice for me. I'm going to let this move go through. And actually, maybe I should have shielded it, but I will be able to farm him all the way down there. If I shield it, also might be the better idea, but I'm not sure. We're going to be able to catch the next charge move coming in, going to be the Omnious Wind, as we see an Excadrill coming in. This is amazing. The thing with Excadrill is that they are definitely going to do the most damage here, so I'm going to shield up the Drill Run. They don't like to get hit by this charge move here. They're most likely expect here me to go for Stomp or something like that as a bait move, but no, we're just gonna go straight Superpower. We're gonna go straight Payback. I will be able to shield this move up here, as it might do a little bit more damage as we are debuffed. I will be able to swap out into our Metagross. By the way, the first battle that I ever played with this team, so we had a horrible lead there as well, and we're still going to be able to come back from that. Why this is the first battle? Because I still have Psychic on this Metagross, because I forgot about that. I put this on the last time I used it in a video, which was, I think, the first one. I think the Guard Jump video had Psychic on this as a counter for Gyarados. But yeah, we will see here Snorlax against us. This is fine. It's going to be a Shadow Snorlax. We can go ahead and go for one charge move here. Media Mesh, going to get the shield, and I can go into my own Snorlax. This will now force the opponent to throw their own charge move. It's going to be a Body Slam here. I can still take a Superpower pretty easily, to be fair. as they're gonna go for a superpower now already. I'm going to be able to go straight for it as well. As I saw the lead already, I know that I can just perfectly realign my Pokemon, and I will be able to actually farm them all the way down as well here, as they're most likely going to go back into that one. But no, they're actually going to forfeit, which is even better, of course. Next opponent are Landorus against us. Landorus is going to be an interesting one. We will be able to go ahead and shield up the first move there, but we're kind of forced to shield twice here nearly. Because I went for the Meteor Mash now, there was sadly a CMP type. It's going to be a superpower, so will hurt, so I'm going to shield this move up. I am not really that good against Landorus with this team, so I will be able to at least take him out here, but we're going to have a Mewtwo now coming in against us. This is a horrible matchup, but not if we can catch the Shadow Ball on our big old Snorlax there. Snorlax will be able to now take also some moves from this Zekrom in the back there, as we will see here the Fusion Ball coming through. We're going to do a lot of damage, but we can hit them with some body slams at least, going to get some damage on them as well. We have a ton of energy still on our Metagross, which hopefully will help us out, but I'm not sure about this. Should actually go into Beware here, but I actually go for the Beware, that's good. I can go for the Superpower here, and I would be able to swap out afterwards as well, which hopefully works out pretty well. But you're going to go for the Fusion Bolt, it does knock me out. I'm going to be able to swap out, and now they're going to go into their Mewtwo. I can go for one charge move here, and I make a huge mistake. And I only really realized it now. I thought I would be able to farm down before they get to a Shadow Ball. Turns out they don't, and if I threw the move, I think I would have won this game. It's still going to be close. I don't know if the opponent had enough energy to get to another charge move against me there. It's close. Like, I don't know. Maybe this was the right play that I tried to do there, but maybe not. I don't know, really. We see the next opponent here. This was a game that really annoyed me. You're going to see why. We will be able to catch the move here from the opponent onto us. Or maybe it was not this game. Never mind. We're going to catch another Shadow Ball on our Snorlax. This was not really annoying for me. It was annoying for the opponent, most likely. Wasting all your energy for basically 0 damage on a Snorlax. But yeah, we're going to see the Dragonite coming in. Going to be having access, of course, to Superpower, which they're not going to go for, which allows me to go for another Body Slam, forcing maybe even another Shield here or the Knockout. But now they're going to let this move go through. They still have to throw another Charge move though, which they don't, allowing me to go for another Charge move here, allowing me to get the Knockout. I have a Shield advantage, I have energy, I have basically everything I want to. They're going to go for the Side Strike. Actually kind of want to maybe catch the move, but didn't work out really, as the opponent going to try to catch my move instead. Earthquake going to get the shield from the opponent. Actually misplay this a little bit, I think, but actually no, never mind. I now swapped out with one Meteor Mash stored. That's going to be my Meteor Mash for the Mewtwo in the back. I'm going to keep the shield here alive. I tried to go for the payback. Actually, yeah, okay, I misplayed this. Sure went for the Superpower immediately. I would have won CMP against them as well. But like this, I have to go for the Earthquake now. It's going to be a tough one. I think I'm still fine though. Earthquake going to knock them out. I think they don't have enough energy. Yeah, they don't. They're going to have now a CMP tie there. I still have my shield left. They're going to go for the Shadow Ball, and this is going to be a very good game, as this one will knock them out. Let's see now the next opponent coming in. There was also a fully XL level 50 100% version of the opponent's Mewtwo. What a lead. This is something that I did not expect at all, and I did never really think about this Pokemon whatsoever. And also I was kind of shocked here, so I should have swapped out way earlier there already. But them having this Pokemon is wild. Like XL Obstagoon there, I think best buddied as well. Very low CP, but the typing itself is such a core breaker for the core meta, as well as for this team. Like, look at my team. I have 2 normal types, and I also have a Steel type that's weak against Dark type moves, which is not really ideal against an Obstagoon. So, this is going to be a core breaker, but my opponent, for whatever reason, decides to swap it in here. Like, honestly, if you're the opponent, I have no idea what you tried to do there, but I just want to say thank you, because it was one of the easier knockouts that I had for a Pokemon that would have core breaked my team. But yeah, I will be able to now shield up the move from the opponent. I will most likely going to be able to get to another charge move against whatever he wants to bring in, which is going to be their own Metagross. I will be able to go for one charge move here, going to be the big old Meteor Mash. Going to get this on them, but this next one going to most likely get the shield from the opponent. Still not through this game. We have to see if we can actually still win this one, because it's a little bit of a tough one. I can still go for one charge move though, which I forgot that I stored here. This will get the final shield, and I will be able to just go ahead, go for another charge move here. They're gonna go for the Meteor Mash here, which I know that I survive. I can go for the Superpower, and at this point of time, this game is over. Good game to my opponent. We will be able to go into the next game now as well. We see the MEweedle. MEweedle going to be an interesting one. We have coverage for this Pokemon on all of our Pokemon, but still it's not going to be the most beautiful matchup. But they're gonna go straight for the superpower, meaning that they're going to swap out most likely immediately here now into the Dialga, which we can bait as well there. Going to get the shield from the opponent. Most likely swapped out earlier already into my good friend the Beware. My opponent going to go ahead and go for another charge move here, and I am forcing them to go for the final shield. Allowing me to go into my own Beware. We'll be able to go ahead and go into one with my superpower. I don't know what I just said there. I will be able to go up now against this Mewtwo, which is forced to try to catch the charge move from me, which will not work out here as we're going to overfarm and we're going to go for some superpower action here against the opponent's MEweedle. Sadly, CMP type for the second one, which I thought we would win CMP, but I guess I don't. And this Rock Slide is not going to knock me out, luckily, with this charge move coming in against them is nearly knocking them out, but the Snorlax is going to be able to get the rest done. We have a shield advantage, we have a Mewtwo against the Snorlax. This game is over. They can go for whatever move they want to go, they're going to go for a Side Strike. There's nothing that they can do about it anymore, and this is going to be a very good game. Next game, we're going to see a Warren in the lead. I think it's actually a fully XL one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's fully XL. Warren in the lead, like having this one built and bringing it into the Open Master League is kind of wild, not gonna lie. But yeah, we're going to see here that might actually be the case that I sometimes also went to the wrong league and I just didn't realize, because non-legendary teams are also kind of commonly seen, or like at least decent-ish in the Open Master League, as you can see here with my team. But of course I can use my team here right now without legendaries in the Master League Premier Cup, so if I actually went always into the right cup, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Could be the case that I sometimes went into the wrong one and then I saw stuff like this here right now with a Warren and a Snorlax, which is already double weak against fighting type charge moves, which is not really that ideal for them, I guess, as I will be able to do some pretty decent damage against the Snorlax and also forcing them to take the next one onto the Warren now. Which is fine, because there's a Warren going to go down soon now. I'm going to let them farm me down because I will be able to just farm them down here. I didn't think this is an Earthquake. Turns out I cannot count, and this was an Earthquake. Good game there to my opponent. This is going to be very, very difficult to win now. Snorlax coming in. Snorlax going to get hit by this Media Mesh or not. I will be able to swap it to my Beware. Maybe should have stayed in there, not sure. But this Body Slam not going to do a lot of damage, and also what's going to do a lot of damage is going to be the opponent's Togekiss in the back. So, if they didn't have Togekiss in the back, I would have been very fine, but like this, there is nothing I can do. Stomp would be my best move to use against them, but actually we're gonna get them very, very low already, but they're going to be able to get to another charge move here. Not allowing me to get to another charge move against the opponent, and this is going to be a good game. Next opponent, let's see what we're going to have here. We're going to have an amazing lead here against Florges. Say swap of the Gyarados. Maybe someone went into the wrong league as well. Could be like both sides. Either my opponent went into the wrong league or I went into the wrong league. Both things could be possible. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter too much. This team works out really well. Again, I went 11-4 with this team, which is kind of wild. As we see the opponent gonna go ahead and go for one crunch here. We can go ahead and Body Slam spam them, which will do a ton of damage and most likely going to knock them out. But they're going to use a shield here. They can use another one if they want to, because this next one is going to go through as well. Going to get the final shield of the opponent, and I could shield up and I will shield up to farm them all the way down, trying to regain switch advantage here, which will be crucial as I have to get my Metagross onto the Florges, which I'm going to be able to do now, as I will get to some Body Slams as well, even another one, getting them super low already, putting them into farm down range for my fast move Bullet Punch there as well, as we see an Excadrill trying to swap into us to farm us down. How sweet of an attempt, because this does not matter. One superpower going to do quick work of this Excadrill. Goodbye Mole, go back down to the hole, as we will be able to go ahead and win this game, as they're going to forfeit. Final game here, we're going to have a Shadow Dragonite against us and a normal Metagross against us here as well. Dragonite, Shadow, and normal Metagross. Going to be an interesting one. I get the shield already. I can go ahead and go into my Beware, which does not really want to see the opponent Dragonite. So I'm going to let this move go through. Going to try to win back switch advantage. So I'm going to shield up this next move as well. As we're now even shields, I can overfarm to go to 2 bodies, to Superpower. I just want to say Power Punch. Would have been cool for this Pokemon, but no, we have Drain Punch, which is horrific. but we will be able to farm them all the way down here at least. Seeing what they have in the bag, it's going to be most likely the Excadrill. It is the Excadrill. They're going to try to catch the move. Didn't work out. Also, my catch didn't work out there. I can let this next move go through. It's going to be the Body Slam, and I will be able to get to another one most likely in time as well. Not shielding here. If they go for Superpower, they're gonna go for Superpower. I don't care. They're gonna go for the Superpower, and they're going to knock me out. I have to keep my shield as the opponent's Excadrill still has a move stored. I will be able to farm it down. And one Earthquake, going to do a quick fix for that one. This is going to be it for this video. Very nice team, really enjoyed it. I would really recommend you try it out in the Open Master League. But yeah, this is going to be it for it. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this well, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!